Hi, I'm James, and you join me here at Slimbridge for a very special episode of Wildlife Weekly, and I'm joined by the one and only Mike Dilger this morning.
James, delightful to see you. One of my favourite waters is, of course, the finest wildfowl and wetlands trust reserve possibly in Britain. And we're here for a very special day in preparation, of course, for the Festival of Birds that's coming up. We've got 4 hours to run around to get as many species as possible. Ready, steady, go.
Go.
Moorhen. The key to a really good bird race score is covering as many habitats as possible. So we've cleared upon all the duck, and now we're checking the hedge line for possibly something like a bullfinch, which would be a really cracking bird. There's definitely kind of dunlin flying around the bottom there. Shoveler just flying straight past the kind of hedge line, should come out. I just caught it in my binoculars. We saw a drake and a duck.
Can't have it. I didn't get it.
You missed it.
I missed it.
We'll get it elsewhere. Oh, I can hear the red shank calling now.
Do you want to hear my impression of that?
Go on. That's not bad. It's one of those birds that once you know the call, you'll actually suddenly realise they're much more common than you think. It's called the ward of the marsh because it's always the one to fly away first.
Look at these.
If they're disturbed. Oh, I can hear them calling. Was that you?
No, they're calling back. Look at these swans coming in.
The guys have given us some good gen in the hide that a water wren is popping out, and that would be a really great bird to add to the list.
There he is. Yeah, look at that. What a beautiful little bird.
That's the first really brilliant bird today. That's fabulous.
They're gorgeous little birds, aren't they?
Oh,
Nice one. Good
that's the first handshake of the day, that one. Brilliant. You're now seeing a wildfowl and wetlands trust warden in full birding mode. It's an amazing view here, James, from the Holden Tower, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's the volume of them. You know, at the moment we've got sort of getting on for 7,000 lapwing, 3,000 golden plover. You know, several.
And a whistling widgeon, the brr, brr of the teal as well. But we've had a few real surprise birds.
Yeah.
Oyster catcher down here, which James tells me is an absolutely cracking bird.
It's the first of the year. Yeah, it's our first spring migrant, so it's officially spring.
And what we didn't expect was a missile thrush just on this bank, kind of hopping along and catching a monster worm.
And that's the sort of bird on a bird range which can be difficult. We're making a good start though, but I see peregrine falcon here every day until today. It's so typical. Where is the peregrine?
Don't let me down. Keep scanning.
Okay.
Oh, is it? Thank you. We both need to see it. So move over when you've seen it, James.
You've got it.
That was a little tiny wader. We were by no means guaranteed to see little stint.
And do you know what? Actually, we're one of the few places in the whole country where you can see them in the winter.
Sometimes when you're doing a bird race, you've got to stop and actually enjoy what you're looking at. There are birds as far as the eye can see. It's chock full.
Another raptor out.
Have you?
Yeah.
He's on fire at the moment.
Yeah, he's a tricky one, this one.
Is that Falco peregrinus by any chance? You just picked up sparrowhawk and peregrine. Well, I've been looking down here for small wetland birds. Very good. Peregrine falcon. Well, despite being two people who are incredibly experienced at spending their whole lives out of doors, we forgot to bring gloves. My hands are cold. Fancy a brew?
I wouldn't mind actually. Let's go for it.
And a bacon sandwich as well.
My hands are almost the same colour as the flamingos.
We've been caning it for what, about an hour and a half. We're doing pretty well.
We're doing good now. We are doing good. I've made a quick run to the car to get the gloves for the second part. Nice coffee, bit of bacon roll, then we'll be straight back out there.
confident so far?
Yeah, we're doing good. We're not really. I mean, we're missing a few things. We missed ruff and barnacle goose and things, but we'll scoot back and pick them up. I'm sure we'll get them.
Model of confidence. Cheers. To really keen birders, bird races are pretty familiar, but there are a few rules and regulations, aren't there, James?
There are, Mike. Basically, as long as you see a wild bird on site, so not a bird from our collection here, and not a bird you've seen on the M4 driving up in the morning, then it counts. And we expect people to enter in a group of up to 1 to 4.
And we're obviously going to make sure that we both see the bird, but also as well, if we hear a bird we recognise, we both agree it's going to go on the list. So hopefully we should kind of rack a good total. And there's a prize as well.
There's a good prize actually. There's an overall prize which is worth over £200, a selection of books, DVDs, bird feeders. And then there's a runners-up prize, which is a subscription to Rare Bird Alert.
And also a competition for young people.
Yeah, a junior one as well. So we really encourage young people to get down here and give it a go, because at the end of the day, it's free to enter and it's a great laugh, isn't it? It's great fun to do.
And the real competition is trying to beat us.
It's not going to happen though, is it? Let's go.
Let's go.
Do you know what, we're missing Robin today. I don't know what, just jogged my memory there, but we definitely,
I would have expected to have seen Robin here. Hang on a minute. Well, that's it.
That's been good fun.
And the final score is, that I'd be saying. I have to say, the birds here have been brilliant. The company has been decidedly iffy, but I've had a terrific morning. Thank you, mate. But you can do lots more at the Festival of Birds than just a bird race, can't you?
There's loads going on. There's some fantastic speakers coming to do some talks at the cinema. There's guides in the hides, there's walks, there's loads of additional activities, and there's also tens of thousands of wild birds everywhere. Huge flocks, spectacles of some of the best wildlife watching in the whole of England. So
that's the brilliant thing about the Festival of Birds. It's at a fabulous time when there is so much to see. It's going to be brilliant. We want kids to get involved particularly. You know, the bird race is not just open for kind of adults like us. We want to see the next generation of wildlife presenters, next generation of nature reserve wardens. So come on, get involved, have a great time. It'll be a terrific weekend. Well, that was my first Wildlife Weekly, and I have to say, it was a whole lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, and there's plenty more fun episodes to come. If you've enjoyed watching Wildlife Weekly, you can subscribe with our news e-letter. You can also find us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter, and Mike will be tweeting during the festival.
At Dilger TV, and of course, if you see any birds or want to find out what great birds are on the reserve, go to @Slimbridge World. In the meantime, see you at the Festival of Birds and enjoy birding.